completed decrypting data from the enemy frigate we captured in the Karak system. It appears to be an Imperial broadcast. In order to stay clear of these outposts, our course will take us into a turbulent asteroid field and through the heart of a nebula.
Hyperspace jump successful.
We haven't cleared the asteroid field. Prepare for collisions. Incoming asteroids must be destroyed before they impact with the mothership. Concentrate fire within this collision envelope.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Ready.
We have entered the Diamond Shoals.
Mothership.
Research Division reports it is now equipped for super capital ship drive technology. We advise commencing research immediately.
Yes. I just gotta get the fleet organized here. So, we have exited hyperspace in the middle of an asteroid field, and we need to shoot up a bunch of asteroids before they impact the mothership. As you see, which is literally about to happen right now.
Engaging.
Group 3 reports victory.
Group 2
Yes,
copies.
indeed, our mothership took some damage, I believe.
Roger. Moving into formation. Ready. Collection confirmed.
Well, the good news is you can break up a bunch of these asteroids and allow the harvesters to harvest their resources, although
Attack coordinates locked in.
it's kind of weird, the layout of this mission. Now, this mission is a bit more of a breather mission from last mission because the last mission was fairly difficult.
Target
So,
confirmed.
literally all you're doing in this mission is shooting up a bunch of rocks in space,
Group 1.
which are conveniently in this sort
All
of
weapons on target.
corridor that are
Group 2
coming
reporting.
straight at you.
Destination locked in. Attack vector laid in.
Kind of silly in a way, but thankfully your ships are maneuverable enough to maneuver around them, although as you'll see as we go throughout this mission, our bombers have some difficulty in avoiding collisions and they keep smashing into these asteroids. So
Group 3.
yeah,
standing
our
by.
bombers in Group 3, they'll be pretty well mangled and thinned out and attrited by the end of the mission.
Moving to intercept. Group 4 reporting.
I guess the annoying thing here is that in the remastered version, there's
Group 3
far
reporting.
higher levels of detail,
Intercept.
and so you notice that the asteroids break up into smaller little asteroids, which you cannot target,
Group 2
and yet they have no effect. But it looks like they're going to hit the mothership, but in reality they don't do any damage to the mothership. It's just the big asteroids you need to
Group
shoot.
3 reporting.
Now in the Classic Edition, there are far fewer asteroids in your path, so it's very clear about which ones you need to target.
Group 1 reports victory.
Again,
Group
because
1 reporting.
this is the
Group
remastered
5
version
defeated
and
the
they
enemy.
break up into smaller
Target
chunks,
confirmed. Group
it's hard to
2
tell which
standing
ones
by.
are a
Attack
threat
vector
and which
laid in.
ones
Attack
aren't.
coordinates locked in. Engaging. Group 3. Attack vector laid in.
Group 2 has
Yeah,
defeated
notice
the
how
enemy.
there's not a whole lot of
Group 4
asteroids,
reports
you know, to
victory.
the left and the right
Group 1
of
locked on
this
target.
whole,
Group 2 standing by.
you know, gob of asteroids in
All
front of
weapons
us.
on target.
You'd think that the
Group
mothership
4
could just
standing by.
maneuver
Moving to intercept. Group
out of
5
the way.
Moving to intercept.
Group 2 reports victory.
Now from my understanding,
2. Target confirmed.
the odds of successfully navigating, you know, an asteroid field are 3,720 to 1. Never told me the odds.
Defeated the enemy.
Group 4. Moving to intercept.
You're not actually going into an asteroid field, are you? That'd be crazy to follow us, wouldn't they?
Target confirmed.
In reality, I believe the odds of navigating an asteroid field are, well,
Group 3
pretty easy.
copies. Engaging.
And you would actually have to try to hit something in an asteroid field.
Group 6 standing by.
So, because the amount of asteroids in an asteroid field
Group 5.
is so spread out,
Moving to
the density is very low.
Group 6 reports victory.
Local resources exhausted. Fleet.
I don't know. I've never
Copy.
actually traveled through
Target
the
confirmed.
asteroid field in
Group
our
3
solar
copies.
system.
Intercept
Maybe
course
in this
punched in. Group 1 copies.
galaxy
Engaging.
where the Homeworld story takes place, in the Whirlpool Galaxy, maybe there's very dense asteroid fields.
Ready. Lock all weapons on target.
But still, given that we are literally just traveling in a single straight line forward, why don't they just move out of the way? It's like they're magnetically attracted to the mothership or something.
Group 1 reports
But anyway, like I said, it's just a breather mission where you just spend the whole mission just shooting at
Group 3.
space
Attack
rocks.
vector laid in.
Evil space rocks. These evil space rocks need to be destroyed.
Group 6 has defeated the enemy.
Group 4 copies.
Anyway, this is also why I wanted to build a bunch of bombers and defenders before we exited the last mission.
Intercept. Group 4 copies.
They do have a
Coordinates locked in.
good maneuverability, allowing them to move around quickly and start shooting at
Group
stuff.
4 reports victory.
Target confirmed. Group
In the
3
classic
reporting.
edition also, it's preferable that you
Moving to intercept.
build lots of strike craft because
Attack vector laid
they
in.
can
Group
maneuver
2
around,
standing
and
by.
your
Lock
frigates
all
and
weapons on
destroyer
target.
are a little bit more cumbersome, so they can take damage from collisions with these asteroids. But as you can see, we're losing strike craft here because they keep hitting these asteroids for some weird reason.
Group 3 standing
Whereas we
by.
have not taken any damage to our ion array frigates or our destroyer. And I'm
One.
barely even using them.
Group 3 reports victory.
Attack coordinates locked in. Group 2 reporting. Target confirmed. Target confirmed.
Group 5 reports victory. Group 2 reports victory.
Group 4. Moving to intercept. Group 3. Moving to intercept. Group 1
Yeah, I suppose
reporting.
we should get all the
Group 4
frigates
defeated the
in on the
enemy.
Lock all
game. I
weapons on
suppose they
target.
need something to
Group
shoot
2
at.
copies.
It's good target practice anyway.
Dock order confirmed. Group 4 copies. Engaging.
Yeah,
Group
that one looks
1
like it's gonna
defeated
hit.
the enemy.
That might be a problem.
Group 4 reports victory.
Group 6 copies. Docking signal green. Target acquired. Group 4 standing by. Moving to intercept. Target confirmed. Group 5 standing by. Local resources exhausted. Fleet moving on. Attack vector laid in. Group 3. Group 2. Attack
Yeah,
coordinates
there's
locked.
just so many asteroids on screen. It's hard to tell which ones are a threat and which ones aren't.
Group 4 reporting.
Which is really
Attack
annoying.
vector laid in. Group 5. Attack vector laid in. Group 2 copies.
Group 5 has defeated the enemy.
Target confirmed. Group 3. Moving to intercept. Group 5 reporting. Lock all weapons on target.
Group 1 reports victory. Group 4 has defeated the enemy.
Group 4 reporting. Attack coordinates locked in. Group 3 reporting. Group 5 copies. Standing by. Local resources exhausted. Fleet moving on. Target confirmed. Group 4 engaging. Group 5 copies. Moving to intercept. Group 1 locked on target. Group 3 copies. Engaging.
Group 1 has defeated the enemy.
Local resources exhausted. Fleet moving on. Copy. Got it. We're locked on here. Group 4 standing by.
I guess I
Group
could
6
spend some time
reports
talking
victory.
about something that I occasionally ponder with this game, and that is over what time period
Group
does
3
this
has defeated the
journey
enemy.
Intercept
that they're
course
on
punched
take
in.
place?
Group
Now,
1 copies.
I guess
Moving to
technically this is
intercept.
part of the Great Wastelands, which we
Local
just
resources
traversed in the
exhausted.
previous two
Fleet
missions,
moving
but
on. Group 4.
the Great Wastelands are a large area between the Outer Rim where Karak is and the Galactic Core where Higara is.
Target acquired.
And technically part of the Outer Rim
One
dust
standing
bank,
by.
Group
which
6
is this
defeated the
large,
enemy.
vast expanse of space.
Ready.
It contains things like this asteroid belt and a nebula,
reporting.
which we're about to go through.
Target confirmed.
Now, while it's never really specified, the galaxy map shown on the loading screens is actually the Whirlpool Galaxy, or Messier Object M51A.
Attack vector laid in.
I think the image, though, is actually flipped, so if you Google search a picture of the Whirlpool Galaxy, you'll notice it looks a bit different, but I believe the image is just flipped. So, the Whirlpool Galaxy is about 30 million light years from Earth, and that's...
Moving to intercept.
I think it's never really canonically confirmed, but that's essentially where the Homeworld universe takes place.
Acknowledged. We have it.
Now, the band of dust that you see in the background of the skybox,
Group 3
or
copies.
space box,
Moving to
maybe,
intercept.
is, I believe, the game's artistic impression of the Milky Way galaxy's dust band. The large red spot off in the distance that you'll see in a minute is actually modeled on the Lagoon Nebula, which is Messier Object number 8.
Moving to intercept. Target confirmed.
Now recall that during the historical briefing, the distance from Karak to the galactic core is about 35,000 light years. The hyperdrive on the mothership is rated for 2,500 light years for a single waveform event, that is, one jump, of which they have fairly crude control over the distance. So if you do the math, it would take the Kushan mothership about 14 jumps to reach the core.
Attack coordinates locked in.
Also note that in the previous mission, the fleet intelligence officer said that they were coming up on hyperspace coordinates. So it does imply that once the mothership enters hyperspace, it takes time for them to travel through hyperspace because it's creating a quantum tunnel in front of it and the fleet.
Moving on. Ready.
So that being said, like I said, it's never really specified over what time period this game takes place,
Destination locked in.
but the common lore seems to suggest that it takes place over the course of about 1 year. Although, how long 1 year is in the Homeworld galaxy is
Group 3
unknown, or it's kind of debatable.
Acknowledged. Attack vector laid in.
Doesn't necessarily mean it takes place over 365 days, but...
Engaging. Group 4 moving to intercept.
So, anyway,
Group 3 reporting.
there's something I kind of wonder, you know? Because the game is only 16 missions long, and,
Group 3 reports victory.
you know, it's...
Locked on target. Group 3.
Some of the missions are
Attack
fairly
vector
short,
laid in.
but,
Local resources
you know,
exhausted.
for all we know, like, what, does this
Moving
game
on.
take place over, like, a couple of days, a couple of
Group 1
weeks,
copy.
months,
Attack coordinates
whatever,
locked in. Group 4
years?
standing by.
Never really
Attack
specified,
coordinates locked
although
in. Group
the
5
commonly
copies.
accepted lore is that it
Attack
takes
vector
place
laid
over
in.
about
Group
1
6
year.
copies. We have it.
Anyway,
Roger.
let's just finish mopping up these asteroids of doom and death and destruction. Asteroids do not
Attack
concern
vector
me,
laid in.
Admiral. I want that
Group
ship,
1
not
reporting.
excuses.
Target confirmed. Attack vector laid in. Group 5. Locked on target. Attack coordinates locked in. Group 4 reporting. Target confirmed. Group 5 standing by.
Indeed, and sometimes
Attack
the smaller
coordinates
pieces
locked
they
in.
break into are also targetable, so you need
Local
to break them down
resources
even more.
exhausted. Moving on.
Looks like we got about one more that needs to be destroyed.
Target confirmed. Attack coordinates locked in.
Hey, look, we left a bunch of pebbles in our
Group
trail,
3 copies.
in our wake.
Engaging.
Group 3 has defeated the enemy.
Those evil enemies,
Target confirmed.
the most
Group
vicious,
3 reporting. Moving to intercept.
tenacious
Group 4
enemy of the
standing by.
entire
Moving to intercept.
war,
Group 5
these
reporting.
asteroids.
Order confirmed. Locked on target.
Group 6
We
reports
must wipe
victory.
them out. All of them. Alright. Again, why they couldn't have just shifted course
Group 3
slightly to the
copies.
left or
Target
the
confirmed.
right,
Group 4
or
reporting.
up or
Moving to
down,
intercept.
and just avoided this cluster of asteroids is beyond anyone's guess, you know? Maybe they don't have very good control over the mothership, you know? It doesn't exactly move very fast. I mean, you cannot move the mothership in this game.
Copy.
It's just stationary.
Lock all weapons on target.
Group 4 reports victory.
Group 1.
We've cleared the field.
Local resources exhausted, fleet. Moving on. Target confirmed. Group 4 standing by. Attack coordinates locked in.
Detecting incoming Bentusi vessel from the clearing ahead.
Hey, here come the Bentusi.
Local resources.
Hopefully they'll give us
Fleet.
something.
Moving on.
Greetings. We have come to trade.
Alright, and trade you shall.
Group 5.
We get drone
is
technology for 1100 RUs. Very nice.
New research available. New frigates.
This is a dangerous and unpredictable region. Can you give us information that will guide us through the nebula?
We hear nothing there. Even the Taiidan fear the Great Nebula. No one returns.
Alright, you can see the Great Nebula just there in the background, that bright red spot. Like I said, artistically based on the Lagoon Nebula. Alright, so we got drone technology from them, which
Moving on,
is,
engaging.
Hyperspace module fully charged.
yeah, nice and spiffy. We do need to research super capital ship drive for sure. We're going to do that. And, let's see, yeah. Just checking out our fleet here. We will need some drone frigates for the next mission. So we're going to consolidate. I think we might jump into the next mission and then spend some time building up our fleet. Alright, let's get going.
Stay sharp.
Off to the dark and scary Great Nebula. No one returns.
Research complete.